Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. That's better. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hancock County High School. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we are excited to be bringing you live Week 10 action between your McLean County Cougars and the homestanding Hancock County Hornets. My name is Heath Hicks. Alongside me is Brody Barron. Say hello, Brody.
How you doing?
Also with us tonight is Aaron Ring, who will be on in a little bit, as well as Nate Carlock and Corbin Case on technical support. Brody, I think everybody watching right now understands that this is an extremely important game for both teams, as the playoff implications are about as big as they could be. Winner of tonight's game, we know that we're going to play each other here in 2 weeks in the first round of the playoffs, but the winner of tonight's game will get home field advantage. And we are underway. A high kick over the middle, fielded by Landon Capps at the 22-yard line. He's running right. He gets out across the 35-yard line. Nice return on a high kickoff for Landon Capps, and Cougars will take over at their own 36-yard line. Brody, it's kind of nice to be back up here in the booth.
It is nice. I wasn't in the booth last week.
Neither of us were. We took last week off from the trip to Todd County Central. Good win for McLean County down there as they took care of business against the Rebels, defeating them 46-20. And, even though I wasn't there, I got to tune in and listen to Aaron and Trey with the live play-by-play. I got to say, we look pretty impressive in all facets.
We did.
So Hootie Bolton goes in motion. That was Landon Capps receiving the direct snap. But that's going to be a false start. Going to back McLean County up 5 yards. And anyway, last week, Brody, it was kind of nice to see McLean County coming off a bye week. Really looked like a well-oiled machine. We ran for over 350 yards in the game. Not a single ball carrier ran for over 100 yards, though.
Yeah.
It was a very balanced attack. Andrew Munster had an excellent game on the ground, as did Peyton Caraway, Landon Capps. Connor Baldwin, and Matthew Miller got into the mix, running for 54 yards out of the quarterback position as he goes under center. Landon Capps running right. Ball is given to Andrew Munster middle, and he pushes forward back close to the original line of scrimmage at the 36-yard line.
It's also coming back from that Catholic loss before fall break and before our bye week, and just to come back and get a win at Todd County just really boosts our spirits coming into this game.
Couldn't agree more. That Owensboro Catholic game, we had a long schedule into our bye week, and that Catholic game we were beat up a little bit, played very well for one half against them before they took over. As Peyton Caraway gets the ball running left, runs into his own blocker, still trying to get outside, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line. Right there, Morgan Allgood, tight end on the edge, kind of got shoved back into Peyton Caraway. Knocked him off his line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 from McLean County's 35-yard line. But, after that Catholic game, it was pretty evident that a bye week was in our best interest. And last week against Todd County, it really showed. Hancock County comes into this game 3-5, McLean County 4-4 on the season. Hancock actually fell to Owensboro Catholic last week after taking care of business against Todd County the week before. So Miller goes under center. Ball is given. Oh, it's a reverse. Munster gets it from Caraway. He gets out across the 40-yard line, close to the 41. He's going to be about 5 yards short, but there is a flag late after the play.
That will be unsportsmanlike conduct on Hancock County.
See, I was looking, and there wasn't a whole lot of Cougars in the vicinity. Munster was getting up late. But Hancock County's already retreating. It looks like that is going to be, in fact, unsportsmanlike, and that will give McLean County a first down here.
Well, that's good for us, but football doesn't need to be a part of that right now. I get it's an aggressive sport, but, it's just a game. The emotions will be in it because this is the determined thing for home field. But
there's no doubt about it. The thing about football is Whether or not you say it, it's an aggressive sport. And when you have anything aggressive, whether it's football or boxing or MMA or something like that, emotions run hot.
Yeah.
It's just kind of surprising to see on that play. Hancock County had a nice stop, and McLean County was going to have to punt before that as Landon Capps gets the toss out right. He's got the first down and more. He's out across the 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds inside the Hancock County 25-yard line. Big pickup by number 6 Landon Capps, and McLean County's in business after getting that first down on the Hancock County penalty.
Yeah, that's all we needed, that penalty. The unsportsmanlike conduct just struck something in us, and there you go.
And it was similar to McLean County's first drive against Owensboro Catholic a couple of weeks ago. McLean received the opening kickoff, a 3-and-out situation. Owensboro Catholic bobbled a punt. Very next play, McLean County turns it into 2 plays later, McLean County turns it into 7 as Andrew Munster takes the ball running right. He's met by a host of Hornets. He's brought down just outside of the 20-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. But anyway, Brody, as I was saying earlier, Hancock comes in this 3-5, McLean County 4-4. Hancock is actually 3-1 in the district. However, McLean County is 2-1. So this game, because both teams have defeated Todd County Central, in fact plays as who is going to be the 2 seed in the playoffs here in 2 weeks and who's going to be the 3 seed. Obviously, the 2 seed in the district gets home field advantage. So that is why this game is so important for our Cougars here tonight. As Connor Baldwin goes in motion left, he gets the ball running left, and he gets inside the 20-yard line, inside the 17. No, they're going to spot it at the 17-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long 3, short 4 for McLean County here. Houston Bowden checks into the game for Brady Dame.
And let's talk about Brady Dame. Brady Dame is doing really good on defense this year. I think he has maybe 5 or 6 interceptions this year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know he tied the school record for 3 in a game against Butler County a few weeks back. And for a first-year player, I think he has been more than effective on the football field on both sides of the ball. Last week at Todd County Central, there's a flag on the play. Last week at Todd County Central, not only did Brady Dame have an interception, a nice one-hand interception at that, we have delay of game on the Cougars there, backing them up 5 yards. But anyway, not only did he have a nice interception in the game, he also had an 83-yard touchdown reception delivered from Peyton Caraway, our only passing yards of the day. But it went big right before halftime, and he has left his mark on this season so far. Looking for big things out of Brady Dame as we continue to finish off the season and into the playoffs. Connor Baldwin motion right. He's looking to throw. He throws it up. Nice grab by Peyton Caraway, and that's enough for the first down. Connor Baldwin saw Caraway on the crossing route, threw it up. Caraway got up, showed his athleticism, and hauls it in. And the Cougars have a first down at the 13-yard line.
That's good pocket awareness, too. He needed to get out and get rid of it.
Well, right there, it was
and also a good job by the blockers in front to give him the time to make the pass.
Yep, and he put it on target. He put it in the vicinity of some of these pass catchers, and they'll make plays. We just, we're not a big passing team, never have been. That's not what the wing T is all about. As Matthew Miller goes under center, sends Caraway in motion left. The give is to Caraway. He's trying to get the edge. He gets it. He's out across the 10, cuts, makes a couple of men miss. He's down at the 1-yard line, but there is a flag in the backfield, and I believe that is going to be a holding penalty. It looked like the block that actually freed Caraway there might, in fact, go against the Cougars. That's exactly what happens. So that's going to back the Cougars up. It's going to be first and a mile, as that is from the spot where the penalty occurred. So it's going to be a first and 22 situation, if I can count my yard mark correctly.
Shoo.
And that's painful.
It is painful, Coach.
We're knocking on the door inside of the red zone, and now we're back at the 25-yard line as we have 2 Players shifting left. Both of them were in motion, and that's going to be another 5-yard penalty against McLean County. Right there, looked like Landon Caps and Houston Bolton went in motion at the same time. Neither of them got set prior to the snap of the ball. And I'm wondering if Coach Wagner may have got a timeout in there before the whistle. It looks like he did. And with that, we are going to take a break of our own. We want to thank our sponsors during this time. We appreciate all you do. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, and we are back. Matthew Miller under center. Sends Houston Bolton in motion. Ball is given to Peyton Caraway. He has a big hole up the middle, makes a man miss. Cuts, he's on his feet, rumbles down to the 5-yard line. Big 20-yard pickup by Peyton Caraway, running inside the tackles right there. As it looked like Hancock bit a little bit on the motion by Houston Bolton, freeing up a big hole for Peyton Caraway on the left or on the right side to run through. And the senior makes him pay as McLean County again back knocking on the door here. 2nd and 1 situation, it looks like, on the 5-yard line. Landon Caps goes in motion. Right ball is given to Munster middle. He falls close to the goal line. Looks like he's going to be just short of the touchdown, but that should be plenty to give McLean County a first down here. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Cougars from about, 2 feet out?
You got 1 yard to go.
1st and goal for the Cougars.
McLean County knocking on the door here with just under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. And this has been a long, sustained drive for McLean County. Be nice to pay this one off here.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Munster in the backfield. And Matthew Miller is going to sneak that across the goal line into the end zone. TDMC. And huge opening.
It literally went back and forth over, the penalties. Backed up 20 yards at one point, and I mean that just shows how strong of a team we are, and we just capitalized off all of it.
Sustaining drives like that is an important thing about our offense. When you have a 6.5-minute drive, you have to pay it off with touchdowns and not leave points left out there. As Armando Rodriguez is on the field to attempt the point after, snap is off. Armando catches it. He throws it up, trying to hit somebody in the end zone. It is going to be picked off. The extra point is no good. And with 5:38 to play, your Cougars lead Hancock County 6-0 here in Hancock County. With that, we're going to take a short break, and we will be right back. All right, Cougar football fans, we are back. McLean County leading 6-0 early here at Hancock County as Armando Rodriguez sends it back to the Hornets. It is fielded just inside of the 15-yard line. And number 11, Noah Mize, knocked out of bounds. The spot is going to be at the 43-yard line
That
of
was a good
Hancock
return.
County. Very good return. Kind of counteracted what Armando was trying to do there. He actually had a very good squib punt, or squib kick, inside the 15-yard line, but Mize was able to get outside running right and gives the Hornets excellent starting field position here for their first drive of the game.
All right, yeah, and let's look at the Cougars defense. Cougars defense has been really strong this year, and let's see how strong they are this game.
As the ball is given, that's number 6, Tristan Robbins, running right. They're going to give him forward progress out across the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3 on the play.
As he just runs right into a Cougars den right there.
Ooh, Cougars den. I like that one, Brody. That's good. That's good. Going to have to use that one more. Hancock County comes out. Number 20, Cole Dixon, starting quarterback for Hancock. A freshman, actually. He's also a starting shortstop for the baseball team. As he keeps it, he pitches left. Ball is on the ground and kicked. McLean County trying to pick it up, and I think McLean County falls on it. Yes, they do, on the 40-yard line. Cougar football. That's Andrew Munster on the recovery. And just a botched pitch right there. Triple option. Dixon faked it on the inside, and just a bad pitch running left. Andrew Munster on top of that after, I don't know, half a dozen Cougars and Hornets kicked it. And McLean County is set up here on the 40-yard line. We're with 4:49 to play in the first quarter.
Did we see who made the play to knock the football out of the hand?
I think it was just a bad pitch on that option. It was just not well-placed ball. Is Landon Capps.
Good key.
And he has a lot of room running left.
That is
and
6
he is
points.
gone to the house. 6 points, TDMC, Landon Capps. And just like that, McLean County doubles its lead to 12-0. Point after coming up. And talk about paying off a big turnover right there. McLean County recovers the fumble on the Hancock County 40-yard line. And just like that, Landon Capps takes it to the house 40 yards, and that's what Landon Capps does, Brody. He is a home run hitter of home run hitters, and big play right there. It's McLean County up 12-0, and we'll see if Coach Wagner goes for 2 here to get it up to 14-0.
Like you said, Landon's doing what Landon does.
Now, last year, Landon he averaged somewhere in the neighborhood of 13 yards a carry. His big issue was staying on the field, being healthy. This year, kind of the similar situation. This ball is given to Andrew Munster running right, and he goes into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. McLean County extends their lead out to 14-0 here with 4:39 to play in the first quarter. But as I was saying, Landon had some issues staying on the field last year. Ran for 500 yards on the year, but was dominant when he was on the field. This year, similar situation. He's been out a couple of games. He missed, following the Ohio County game, I believe, 3 games. But when he's on the field, he is money. He's averaging just shy of 100 yards per game, which leads the team this season, 99 yards per game for the senior. And 40-yard scamper right there puts the Cougars in the driver's seat here midways through the first quarter.
And like you said, before the injury at the Ohio County game, he was money.
Oh, yeah. Ohio County game was his biggest game of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that was the biggest game of the season.
Actually, I lied. I know it's actually the Owensboro Catholic game was his biggest game of the year. He ran for 215 yards in that one and a few touchdowns. How could I forget about that? So Armando Rodriguez is back on to kick this to the Hornets. He's changing his positioning a little bit. The senior kicker had some kick duties last year. This year has become full-time kicker. Has a nice pooch kick right there. Hancock County is able to recover it. Pretty well positioned onside attempt by Armando right there. And Hancock's going to take over at their own 36-yard line.
You got to give it to the field goal, the kickers, because like they have to know where to kick the ball to make those type of plays. Like the onside kick, it may look easy, but when you're out there doing it, it's not that easy.
Oh, not at all. And I'll give Armando credit. He doesn't have the biggest leg in the world, but you've seen him with a variety of kickoff strategies this year, whether it's high kicks, onside squibs, and he's executed pretty well for the year. as that was Dixon keeping the ball, again on an option play, but he's tackled in the backfield by a host of Cougars down at the 35-yard line. 1 yard loss on the play.
The Cougars are pouncing on their prey tonight, Coach.
Oh, another one. Brody's coming in hot. Watching that game last night, we were just writing down some of these nice puns. I love them. I love play on words. That's my fave. If you don't know anything about me. All right, 2nd and 11 here. Ball on the 35-yard line. Dixon under center. And number 11 leaning on the play. Dixon trying to get outside, and he cannot. He's going to pick up a couple of yards on the play, but pretty good pursuit right there by the Cougars, led by number 11, Zach Clayton, and number 34, Peyton Caraway. And here we go, 3rd and long for Hancock County. Line to gain for them is their own 46-yard line. 3:35 to play in the first quarter. And again, double tight formation, fullback behind Cole Dixon on all fours. The ball is given fullback. That's number 6. That's number 6, Tristan Robbins. And he gets out across the 46-yard line, falls forward for the first down. McLean County got sucked in just enough right there to allow room on the edge, and Robbins gets just enough for the first down. 1st and 10 for Hancock County from their own 47-yard line. 3:10 to play here in the first quarter.
It's been a strong first quarter for the Cougars offensively and defensively. Can't talk right now.
That's all right. You'll figure it out. You'll work out the kinks. Dixon gives the ball running right. Andrew Munster is right there. Drills Tristan Robbins in the backfield. Huge play for Andrew Munster, who comes into this game, Brody, 125 tackles on the year. 125, think about that. We've only played 8 games. The kid has 125 tackles. He does have the school record in sight. The season record at McLean County is 182 tackles. With this week, next week, at least 1 week in the playoffs, hopefully 2. I think he has a pretty good shot at getting to 182 and maybe even eclipsing it.
Oh, yeah. I think he has as good a shot as anybody, to be honest with you.
I agree. And there is James Hurley penetrating, and he brings down number 6, Robbins, in the backfield as well. It's going to bring up another 3rd and long situation for Hancock County. This time they are going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11 from the Hancock County 46-yard line.
Ball still remains on the 46-yard line.
And that's 2 nice plays by the defense. We got to make it stand up right here, though. You can't have 2 good plays as we did last time and then allow a decent-sized gain for that first down. And they're going to go one wide both ways. Robbins in the backfield behind Cole Dixon, sends number 24 in motion. He's looking to pass. He boots out right.
There it is.
And he is brought down. Big sack right there by number 54, John Torrance. The senior gets into the backfield, finishes off the play. Huge loss for Hancock County. That puts them all the way back at their own 35-yard line. Nice play by John Torrance.
Was there a flag on the play?
Saw no flag. I think I did see a mouthpiece fly.
All right. I mean, they were both yellow, so.
I'm with you. I saw the same thing, Brody. I was like, ooh, what could that have been? Because it looked like a pretty clean play. Excellent play by number 54 right there. But a nice play by the senior transfer from Muhlenberg County. Came in last year, and this is his first year with the Cougars, and he's been a nice addition to this ball club. Plays both ways. Delay of game is called on Hancock County here. 43 seconds to play in the first quarter. Your Cougars leading 14-0.
We're about to get that ball back, too.
Yes, and Landon Capps is deep. We haven't seen Landon as effective in the return game this year as we have in the past. Of course, he hasn't had as many opportunities this year as he has had in the past either. He's got his toes up on his own 45-yard line awaiting this punt. And Hancock gets it away, bounces at the 42-yard line. And that's where Hancock will down it. No opportunity for Capps to return that. So McLean County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line here.
I think that was a smart play. I don't think they wanted it to get the ball. I didn't think they wanted the ball to get in Landon Cap's hands because they saw the speed on Landon, and I think that was a smart play there.
Yeah, I agree. Short kick right there. A little bit of a kick where you try to get your guys away. Houston Bolton was actually pretty close
Well, that's
on that
another
play to
weapon
getting
too.
hit, and you got to be very careful with that. But here we go, 1st and 10 from 42-yard line. Brittany Dames lined up wide right. And that's going to be a false start on big number 76, Chandler Moore. Tackle on the left side of the line is Jacob Hampton, number 66. Looks like he is checking in for big number 76, Chandler Moore. So we're going to back up 5 yards and begin this drive on the 37-yard line. 1st and 15, 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And there is another penalty flag on the play.
I didn't see what that was on.
I didn't either. If you can't see it, usually it's probably because of something that comes out of a player's mouth. And that's going to put McLean County in a terrible situation. Backed up 15 yards from that spot. It's going to be 1st and 30 from their own 22-yard line. And I believe both of those penalties were on the same player. And if you're an individual that puts your team behind the 8-ball like that, you really need to reconsider your actions because that is unacceptable. Matthew Miller goes under center, sends Landon Caps out wide, in motion right. He gets out across the 20, close to the 35-yard line. It's brought down at about the 34. Nice pickup on the play there by Landon to get some of that back. 12-yard run for the senior running back, and that's probably going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Yes, as the Cougars walk off the field at the end of one. McLean County leads Hancock County 14-0 here in Hawesville, Kentucky. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we appreciate all of the support we've gotten from sponsorships this year. We thank you so much, and we will be right back at the end of this break. All right, folks, and we are back. Now joined up here in the booth by Aaron Ring. How's it going, Aaron?
It is going swell, Coach Hicks.
That's good. Peyton Caraway goes in motion, running left. Ball is given back middle to Landon Caps. He's going against the grain, gets out across the 40-yard line. He's going to be marked down at about the 41. So 2 runs right here by Landon Caps has put McLean County in a third and manageable situation after getting in a bit of a troubled spot because of a couple of back-to-back penalties. So now McLean, 3rd and 10. We could pick up this first down.
Yeah, definitely. We have had some phenomenal runs tonight with Peyton Caraway and just everybody. I mean, I think the score kind of speaks for itself that we're doing pretty great.
Been a pretty solid start here in this very important game as Miller sends Munster in motion. Ball is muffed on the snap. Miller falls forward on the recovery. Going to get out to the 43-yard line. And that's not going to be enough for the first. And on comes the McLean County punt team. So right there, a bad snap results in what looks to be McLean County's first punt of the night. So in that situation, Aaron, really it's all about penalties. When you get into a 1st and 30 situation, it's hard for anybody to recover from that and pick up a first down is Peyton Caraway. He gets his punt blocked by Hancock County. They jump on it at the 31-yard line, and Hancock County is in business. Good penetration up the middle. Caraway has his first punt of the season blocked, and the Hornets, after a sluggish first quarter, have come out in the second quarter energized.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. Ball's on the Cougar 32-yard line.
So here comes number 20, Cole Dixon, under center. Again, 6, Tristan Robbins behind him. He gets the ball running middle, gets out across the 30-yard line, down at about the 27-yard line of the Cougars. Be 2nd and 7.
That was some good defense, Coach.
We have played pretty good defense so far. Not a whole lot of big plays. I think Robbins' longest run of the game so far was about 11 yards. I haven't seen a whole lot, though. They had that early turnover there in the first quarter, so we haven't seen this Hancock County offense a ton. As Dixon's under center again, he sends number 11, Noah Mize, in motion to give. Dixon keeps it. He picks up, looks like a few more yards on the play. Going to bring up about third and 3 for the Hornets here. 9:40 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're getting kind of close. It's kind of hard to see where the first down line is at this angle.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of coming up.
I think it looks like maybe a long 3 yards, short 4 yards.
So, yeah.
Something like that. Dixon has one man wide out right. Sends number 24, Xander Early, in motion running left. He's trying to get the edge. He's brought down by James Hurley about the 25-yard line. Nice play by James Hurley, the junior, right there. Second big play of the game for Big Game James. And that's going to bring up 4th and 3 for Hancock County. Line to gain is the Cougars 22.
Do you think they're going to go for it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think they will, too.
Definitely a go-for-it situation for Hancock
They're pretty
County.
Close, yeah.
They're going to split their number 2, the receiver, wide out right to draw that corner over there. Early started to go in motion. He returns back over to the wing on the right. Dixon settles back under center, sends 11. That's Mize in motion, and maybe trying to draw McLean County offsides or something like that. Hancock County is going to call a timeout. And with that timeout, we're going to take a timeout of our own. And this is and during this, we are going to thank all the sponsors that allow us to do what we do every Friday night. We are the McLean County Sports Network, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. 8:33 to play here in the second quarter. Your Cougars leading Hancock County 14-0. 4th down and 3. Hancock County trying to get to the 22-yard line. Ball is given to Robbins running left. Looks like he falls out around the 21-yard line. Should be enough for the first down. We'll see.
First down!
Yes, it is going to be a first down for Hancock County. Looked like he had enough, Aaron. Wasn't entirely sure. He kind of tripped right around the line of scrimmage, but stumbled forward for plenty for the first down. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10. After a few nice plays from McLean County, just couldn't get Hancock off the field. They have 1st and 10 from the Cougars' 21-yard line. Dixon under center, one man wide both ways. Ball is given middle to Robbins. He's out across the 20-yard line, down. It looks to be around the 17-yard line. Second and 6 here for Hancock County. 7:56 to play in the first half. It's been an expedient game so far, Aaron.
Yeah.
To say that the clock has been moving swiftly since we got up here to Hawesville. And same formation for Dixon. He sends early in motion. The ball is given middle to Robbins. He gets out to the 10-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down, I believe, based on the spot. Yes, it is. Another first down for Hancock County. And seems like Robbins, he isn't getting huge chunks of yards, but he keeps his legs churning, and every time he's touched it so far, he's picked up at least a few in these last few runs. Those few have turned into 5-6 yard runs. So right here, Hancock first and goal, from the 10-yard line. Same formation. And ball's given middle to Robbins again. Or no, I'm sorry, was it? It was faked. Dixon held on to that, picked up 5 on the play. Bring up second and goal from the 5-yard line. And folks, this game's been going very quick. We invite you to stay tuned during halftime. As soon as halftime begins, we'll be playing our latest episode of Faith in Football featuring Brother Richard Sams from Calhoun Baptist Church. This one over the World Series and third baseman from the Washington Nationals. But that is a touchdown by Hancock County. Number 6, Tristan Robbins goes in untouched and puts 6 on the board for the Hornets here with 6:41 to play in the first half. And we'll see, Aaron, if they can make this a 7-point ball game as the kick team is on the field for the PAT. It's number 9, Moritz Fenschmidt. And it is good. So halfway through the second quarter, McLean County clings to a 7-point lead as Hancock County's Tristan Robbins gets into the end zone for the first Hornet touchdown of the game. And we'll just stay right here on this. Aaron, that drive by Hancock County, a couple of others got involved a little bit, but it was mostly Tristan Robbins, the fullback for the Hornets, doing most of the heavy lifting right there, including the 5-yard payoff touchdown there, running left and untouched in that regard.
Yeah, you were right, Coach. He'll probably be a threat to us when it comes to offense, so we'll need to step up our defense. I think we've been playing both great offense and defense tonight.
We've been pretty solid, especially offensively. Defensively right there, we're just giving up too big of chunks. But, as we've mentioned, when you get into those 3rd and 5 or longer situations, what we call 3rd and long situations, you have to get teams off the field. And we weren't able to do so right there. Hornets extend that drive. They convert on a 4th and 3 play. Good opportunity for us to get off the field, and they end up getting into the end zone. So much like what happened in the first quarter with our first drive, keeping Hancock on the field and just plodding our way down, Hancock does the same to us. It's a little pooch kick left, and that is caught by number 6, Tristan Robbins. And that was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful kick right there. I've never seen an onside kick like that before. I'm assuming number 9, Moritz Fenschmidt, has played soccer at one point in his life, because that looked like a corner kick that you would see on the soccer field. And number 6, Tristan Robbins, seems to be doing it all. He runs, it was just perfectly placed. It was like he threw the ball out there to him. So after a big touchdown, Hancock County comes out with the trickery, and again, they're going to start with excellent field position here. Robbins caught that in stride and tried to gain yardage on an onside kick. They can't advance the ball, similar to on a muff punt or something like that. But Hancock County still has excellent field position from the Cougars' 45-yard line. And again, the Cougars' defense has to stay on the field, which is exhausting. It's hard to do so. So Robbins in the backfield. Dixon under center. And the ball is kept by Dixon, running left. He is tackled by number 6, Landon Capps, after a pickup of 2 on the play.
Brought down by Capps for the Cougars. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 8.
Bring up a 2nd and 8 situation for Hancock County here
Ball's on the Cougar
from the
43
43-yard line of McLean County. So after that momentum we established in the first quarter, it seems like Hancock has a little of that here right at the halfway point of the second quarter.
Yeah. It's like reversed almost.
A little bit. Robbins takes the ball running middle. He gets out to the 40-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Hancock County. And much of the same as the last drive, Aaron. You know, they're not getting huge yardage on their runs.
But they're getting what they need.
They're getting what they need. I remember Coach Scott, once upon a time when I played middle school football, he said, 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. Well, that's 12 yards. That's enough for a first down. How about 3, 3, 3? That's enough for a first down. So,
Yeah.
you know. Ball is given to Robbins again, running left. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. Not a big gain, but it's going to bring up 4th and very short for Hancock County, about 4th and 1, depending on the spot.
And Munster for the Cougars. 4th and 1.
And in this 4th and 1 situation for Hancock or for McLean County, you have to think you have to start getting off the ball, getting some pressure in the backfield one way or the other. Right now they're getting beat up front a little bit, and Robbins is eating as Cole Dixon takes off through the middle on the quarterback sneak, gets more than 10 yards on the run down to the 23-yard line of the Cougars. 13-yard gain on the quarterback sneak. And Hancock County's in business trying to tie this thing up before we hit intermission. 4:46 to play in the first half. And it looks like McLean County's going to call a timeout and get these defensive legs a little rest. We're going to thank some of our sponsors individually now. We want to thank Thacker Riverside Dental, located in Livermore, Kentucky.
Yep, Pleasant Hope Church.
Pleasant Hope Baptist
Located
Church.
in Buell, Kentucky.
Yes.
I actually live very close.
Did you say Buell?
Buell.
Buell, Kentucky.
Buell, Kentucky.
All right.
It's real. It is on the Wikipedia page.
How many people live in the I guess
The area of Buell.
the area of Buell?
Evansville.
More than
I'd say it'd have to be less than 100.
less than 100. I was going to say more than 50. So more than 50, less than 100.
I would say probably more than 50.
All right, so Pleasant Hope General Baptist Church, we very much appreciate your support. We want to thank the McLean County Public Library, located just around the corner from Thacker Riverside Dental in Livermore. We want to thank Calhoun Baptist Church. Stay tuned for their Faith and Football segment here in just a little bit. I want to thank Community Church, located in Calhoun, Kentucky, for all their support. I want to thank Muster's Funeral Home, located in Livermore and Calhoun, Kentucky, in business since 1865, just right after the Civil War. Very impressive there.
Did you say the Livermore Library yet?
Already did. It's the
Oh, you
McLean
already
County
did.
Public Library,
McLean
not
County.
the Livermore Library.
Not exclusive to Livermore, no.
And lastly, we want to thank Independence Bank, who has been a big supporter of us ever since we founded this organization several years back. As Dixon goes under center, 1st and 10 for Hancock County, and he is going to pass. He fakes the give. He throws it up, and it is intercepted by Landon Capps. And number 6 is trying to make something happen with that interception. He's spun down at the 15-yard line. Huge turnover right there.
That's what we needed, Coach Hicks.
That's exactly what we needed. Cole Dixon faked the handoff right there and tried to throw over the middle, or over the left side, kind of threw it up, put too much air under it. Landon Capps runs under it. I like to take a little bit of credit for that. Landon came out last year for the first time for baseball, and he played outfield.
This
he
isn't
learned how
about
to
you.
catch
This
it.
is not about
He learned
you,
how to
Coach.
catch it, and he looked like a center fielder right there, just bringing the football in, making something happen. Everybody's looking at me right now like I'm a moron. No, great
I
job,
would like
Landon
to take
Capps.
credit for that because I said hi to Landon today, and I think that really encouraged him to play well.
So everybody said hi to Landon today. Made him play well. Now he has an interception and a touchdown. So solid game here. So McLean County takes over 17-yard line as the ball is given to Andrew Munster, looks like. He is brought down at the 19-yard line after a 2-yard gain here. 4:20 to play in the first half. And they're going to give him 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 here from the 20-yard line for the Cougars. And after a big defensive stop right there, big play by Landon Capps, McLean County going to try to turn this thing around, get some points on the board before halftime. McLean County did receive the opening kickoff, so Hancock County will be getting it back in the second half, in the third quarter. So
Small shout out to Trey Englehart, who couldn't make it here today.
Yes,
It was actually his birthday on the 22nd.
22nd. That was Monday, if I'm not mistaken. As Peyton Caraway gets the ball, trying to get outside. There was a lot of penetration on that left side, and Caraway is brought down just shy of the original line of scrimmage. Looked to be hit up high, but I don't see any flags on the play. And it's going to be about 3rd and 10 for McLean County. Loss of 3 on the play for Caraway. He received the ball very deep in the backfield trying to run left, and Hancock County had penetration all on the right side, so very difficult situation there for the senior ball carrier. Caraway actually leads the team in yards this season, probably has over 700 yards on the year now, and is again searching for 1,000 yards as Connor Baldwin gets the ball running right. He falls out across the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play, not going to be enough or near enough for the first down. Puts McLean County again in a punt situation. They're going to give him 4 on the play, but on comes the punt team here with 2:45 to play in the first half. As I was saying, Caraway probably has already eclipsed 700 yards with what he's gained tonight. But he's on pace to eclipse 1,000 yards again, just as he did last year in his District Player of the Year campaign as a junior. And Caraway is back to punt this one away to Hancock County. Number 3, Austin Velasco is back to receive it. Line drive kick, and it's not very deep, as Houston Bolton touches it down at the McLean County 47-yard line. So we've seen Peyton really flip the field a few times this season, or a few games this season with his punting ability, but not so much right there.
No, he's just a little off. I don't know if you – I think you watched the last game, but Armando was kind of a little bit off last game too when it came to kicking.
And, you know, the kicking game is extremely important.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it's a lot of pressure.
I think with a team like ours that's run heavy, relies on defense, field possession is one of the most important things about our offense and how we're trying to play, as Gabe Whitmer gets into the backfield and brings down number 24, Xander Early, for about a 6-yard loss. Nice play there by number 56, Gabe Whitmer.
Brings up 2nd down and 17.
Whitmer has played at linebacker this year, has actually transitioned down onto the line. He plays both offensive and defensive line, and got into the backfield and made a big play there for the Cougars to put the Hornets back into their territory for the first time this quarter. This is their 3rd possession. Dixon under center. Noah Mize gets the ball, went in motion. He's being chased by Bolton and Caraway. Both of them combined for the stop. 3-yard gain on the play. Mize has gone in motion a lot this game. Both him and Early kind of, trying to keep some of that heat off of number 6, Tristan Robbins, the fullback. Ball was given to him right there, and not a whole lot doing. 3rd and 14 for Hancock County. Just over a minute remaining in the first half. And Aaron, as quickly as this first half has gone, it's because both of these teams kind of have similar offenses. Very run-heavy teams don't put the ball in the air a lot, and that keeps the clock going, as Dixon is actually going to try to put the ball in there. He sends it, and he misses number 8, Sebastian Frettel.
Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. This team is very similar to our team in a lot of ways. I feel like this is going to be a close game. I hope we can keep our lead, though. I've been hearing that this is supposed to be like one of the best games of our season. I mean, Ohio County was awesome, but I've heard that this is supposed to be a pretty close game.
This is definitely a game you circle before the year. Hancock County-McLean County rivalry goes back to the beginning of the McLean County football program back in 1973, I believe. Hancock County was really, McLean County has always had a very good football program. But a win right here on this field, I believe it was 1974, 1975, was the first signature win for McLean County. Won a sloppy game that nobody really expected.
Awesome.
And, it's kind of in McLean County football lore. But It looked like number 6 Robbins right there went down with a injured shoulder on the play. He comes off on his own power, but Hancock's going to have to punt this one away. Ball is off. Landon Capps is going to have a shot at this. He's running out left, stiff arm, and he is pushed out of bounds right around the McLean County 25-yard line. And we'll see what Coach Wagner wants to do here. 31 seconds remaining in the first half. Run-heavy offense. It's hard to have one of those big breakout plays. It would be nice in this situation, but you don't want to do anything stupid as well. Knowing that Hancock gets the ball back in the second half, do you play it smart, rely on your defense in the second, or maybe try something little funky here, as we did last week against Todd County Central. Peyton Caraway took the ball on a pitch running right and actually threw to a wide-open Brady Dame, who caught it for an 83-yard touchdown play. There comes Brady Dame, wide out right here.
Brady Dame always does something just crazy, he always has an amazing play. At least one or two per game,
He definitely makes his presence known as Landon Capps is brought down just past the line of scrimmage. 20 seconds to play in the first half. And we'll look over. We'll see if Coach Wagner wants to get a play in here or not. Looks like he's going to opt to let this thing run out. And just like that, your McLean County Cougars at intermission lead the Hancock County Hornets 14-7 here in Hawesville. Huge game with district implications, and we're in for an interesting second half, Aaron. Exciting second half at that. So with this break, we're going to take a break of our own. Folks, be sure to stay.
This is Faith in Football, sponsored by Calhoun Baptist Church, a proud supporter of Cougar athletics on the McLean County Sports Network. With the World Series in full swing, I wanted to take an opportunity today to share with you an interview that happened between Anthony Rendon, he's the third baseman for the Washington Nationals, and Pastor Greg Matt. He's at First Baptist Church in Houston, where there's a lot of Astro fans. But the two of them just talk about what it means to live out your faith. And Anthony shares that he desires to be something more than a baseball player. So watch this.
Greg here. This is my friend Anthony, and he is the third baseman for the Washington Nationals. So I'm wearing an Astros hat. Is that okay?
I mean, I'll forgive you.
He'll forgive me, okay. And even better than that, he goes to our church, and we've got to be friends over the couple years, and we went up to Washington, actually, my son and I, to see you play this summer, which was awesome to be able to do, and you did such a great job. I think you hit 5 home runs in one game. Didn't make any errors. Was that the game? And
that sounds right.
Yeah.
So y'all just need to come to every game now.
Yeah, that was it. He threw a no-hitter, hit 5 home runs, all from third base, which was great. So he's leaving tomorrow to go to spring training, which is great. And we were talking about the importance of preparation. So Anthony, tell us what's the importance of preparation, physically, spiritually, just any way you want to talk about it.
Oh man, I think being here with Ben, he prepares me throughout the entirety of the off season, physically wise, but spiritually and mentally, just trying not to get out of who I am and who I want to be. I was actually thinking about that on the way up here. KB actually is an artist. I know you like always quoting an artist, and he says they label me as a Christian rapper, but all I know is I want to be more Christian than a rapper. And so I was thinking about that. I was like, I want to be known as a Christian baseball player, and I'm still like trying to grow into that. But in the end, like I want to be more Christian than baseball player. I was thinking about what he had said. And so if I just try to stay in the Word and try to surround myself with good people and have good community, and I think that would just guide me on that path.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's all of our challenges.
Every day.
And every day trying to really walk for the Lord and do everything. So that's awesome. So we this is kind of the fun. I can say we work out together, which is really we've been in the same room at different times when you're working out.
Technically, you did beat me in a sprint that one day.
He was in his socks, and I was in tennis shoes, but I did beat him in a sprint. Now let me really tell you the greatness of the fun of Anthony for this reason. Today, he's leaving for spring training tomorrow, talking about preparation. He's come here to work out, and I want you to see what he's brought, okay, for me here today and others. he has brought, for all of those that just finished our workout, Shipley's Donuts and Starbucks coffee.
Shipley's and Starbucks. I'm good for commercials. We're good for commercials. Advertisement, you let us know.
We can do it. We do it. So there is sometimes you just got to eat a donut. You know, that's just how it
Always
goes.
the time.
So this is my buddy Anthony. Pray for him as he's going up to Washington to make a difference up there as a baseball player. You've got a place where you can make a difference as well. You might not be on TV like he is or on the field, be an athlete like that. I know I'm not, and he can confirm that, I'm sure. But just have fun with what you're doing. Let the Lord use you today. Get prepared today. Spend some time in prayer and His Word. And you know what? God will use you in great ways. And so me and Anthony, we're fired up and we're for you. So get some Shipleys too.
100%.
So my challenge for you today is that you would seek to live out your life to be something more than what the world defines you as. Something more than a parent or a boss or an employee or a member of a community, that you would actually be known as a faithful follower of Christ. If you'd like to know more about how to live out your faith, then I encourage you to join us at Calhoun Baptist Church at 10:30 on Sunday mornings, or you can watch us on Facebook Live. This is Faith in Football, and we are proud to sponsor Cougar Athletics on the McLean County Sports Network.
All right, folks, and we are back here at Hancock County. Hancock County Marching Band just finishing up the halftime show as McLean County's back on the field, about to get ready to warm up for this second half. Hancock County not on the field just yet. But anyway, we want to go over some stats from the first half. A first half that was really the tale of two quarters. McLean County came out, received the kickoff, and thanks to one drive-saving penalty by Hancock County, ended up taking it just over 60 yards for a touchdown to open the game, landing Caps with a big Matthew Miller actually on that first drive with a 2-yard quarterback sneak to put the Cougars up 7-0. Flipped around, Hancock on their first possession, 2 plays in, fumbled, and McLean County recovered, and Landon Caps pays that off immediately with a 40-yard scamper for a touchdown. McLean County, Andrew Munster converts on the 2-point conversion. McLean goes up 14-0 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, however, Hancock County came out with a little bit more fire, had a long, sustained drive to begin the second quarter, ended up paying that one off with a 5-yard Tristan Robbins touchdown to cut the Cougar lead in half. Hancock County then took over after a successful onside kick and had a nice drive going until a Landon Caps interception put the brakes to that and halted Hancock County's bid to even this thing up going into intermission. Hancock County will receive the ball here in the second half, so we are in for a dogfight here in Hawesville as these two teams fight for home field playoff or home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs coming up here in 2 weeks. Going through the stats, first for Hancock County, McLean County has done a pretty good job on defense, limiting big plays from Hancock County. It's just these long, sustained drives, and a big reason for that is Tristan Robbins. On the game, Hancock County has only amassed 51 yards, all on the ground, 43 of those from the senior fullback, Tristan Robbins, making his first start at fullback tonight. He's carried the ball 11 times for 43 yards and 1 touchdown. Number 11, Noah Mize, has carried the ball once for 3 yards. Quarterback Cole Dixon, number 20, has carried the ball 7 times for 12 yards. He's also 0 for 2 in the air with that interception by Landon Caps. Number 24, Xander Early, who this season has been the leading ball carrier for the Hornets, has only touched the ball 2 times for -7 yards so far. And talking with some of the crew here, he's kind of been put into a limited role because of his inability to hold on to the football. A lot of fumbles for Xander Early this year. Of those players mentioned, 3 underclassmen for Hancock County getting the bulk of the action, while number 6, Tristan Robbins, who's actually a junior, I said senior a minute ago, junior, is leading the Hornets on the ground. For McLean County actually really controlled the ball well and did a pretty good job on offense, just limited or hampered by a couple of big penalties, particularly on their third drive of the game, put them in a 1st and 30 situation to start that drive, and weren't able to recover from that. Landon Caps leading the way for McLean County on the ground, 5 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown. Number 19, Connor Baldwin, 2 carries for 8 yards. He's also 1 for 1 through the air, hooked up with Peyton Caraway on a 9-yard pass play. Matthew Miller, 2 carries for 4 yards and a touchdown for McLean County. Andrew Munster, the Cougars' leading ball carrier. He actually has the most touches for the Cougars on the season thus far, 5 carries for 20 yards. And number 34, Peyton Caraway, 3 carries for 19 yards. That's 136 on the ground, 9 yards through the air, 145 yards for McLean County in the first half of play. As both teams are back on the field, and looks like Nate Carlock has a headset on for the first time since basketball season last year. He looks to be a little more comfortable in this position than he was a year ago. And I don't know, are we going to have a Nate Carlock color commentary situation here as Armando kicks it deep? Received by Early at about the 12-yard line. He's running left. He's met by some Cougars, gets out across the 30-yard line to the 32. That's where the Hornets are going to set up shop. Nate, how's it going tonight?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
just tired of sitting behind the computer, had to get up here and put the headset on for a change?
Well, I couldn't miss this great game.
Hey, it is indeed a great game, 14-7, and playoff implications on the line. So, yeah, definitely.
Hopefully we'll catch up.
We are winning, Nate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're winning, 14-7.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah, we're the guest on the scoreboard. We're not at home. Anyway, Cole Dixon settles under center. He gives the ball middle. No, he keeps it. He keeps it. A good fake carried out there by the freshman quarterback, Dixon. He picks up 12 yards on the play for the first down. And everybody really bit on Tristan Robbins, the leading carrier for Hancock County in the first half. And a hard fake carried out right there, and Dixon scampers to double his yardage for the game. He's now carried the ball 8 times for 24 yards tonight. And a good first play for Hancock County there, Nate.
I agree. This is a really good game.
It is a good game. Dixon under center, 2 wide or 1 wide both ways. He actually gives the ball to Robbins this time, and he's out across the 50-yard line. Hard run right there by the junior fullback. He's tackled by a couple of Cougars at the McLean County 49-yard line. Pickup of 7-8 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for Hancock County. And Hancock's running hard here out of the gates. It's McLean County back on their heels a little bit. They're going to have to get aggressive up front and get some penetration in the trenches. Ball given again, middle. And there goes Robbins again. And this kid is not making bones about it. He's trying to run as hard as he can straight ahead and get all he can. The junior making his first start at the fullback position. Hancock County star running back number 7, Darian Clay, out for this game and has been out for the majority of the season. Put up big numbers last year. As, again, it is given to the junior. He gets out to the 41-yard line. Robbins stopped that time after a short gain on the play.
Add 28 to that number. That's my favorite number.
28 plus 6?
41.
Oh, what's your favorite number?
Add it up.
What?
41 plus
Plus what?
28.
41 plus 28. Okay, Nate, he's made his appearance on the headset, and now he's going to give it back to Aaron Ring as Cole Dixon keeps the ball there, and he is out across the 35-yard line to the McLean County 34. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 on the play, Aaron, but here, 4 plays in, Hancock County run the ball extremely hard. Freshman Cole Dixon coming over a little hobbled to get the play from the Hancock County sideline, but he is okay here. 9:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. McLean County clinging to a 14-7 lead. 3rd and 1 for Hancock County. Dixon under center. The ball is muffed on the snap. There's going to be a flag prior to the play. Looked like a false start, and that's what it'll be. That'll back Hancock County up 5 yards, put them in a 3rd and long situation. And after 5 solid positive plays for Hancock County, that backs them up into a position where McLean County can get off their heels a little bit and maybe put some pressure on this Hancock County offense, something that they haven't been able to do really since the 1st quarter.
Man, Coach, it seems like this game is just flying by, don't you think?
It definitely is, Aaron. As the ball is given middle, and goodness gracious. Tristan Robbins, this kid runs hard. He's not no frills, not dancing, anything like that. He's trying to get up to speed when he gets the ball, hit his hole as hard as possible, and credit to the Hancock County offensive line for opening up holes. for him to run through. But, yes, you're right, Aaron. This game is flying by. You got two teams that have similar offensive attacks, run heavy both ways, and because of that, the clock really doesn't stop very much. It just ticks and ticks and ticks. So, you know, a couple of possessions can make or break you in this game, as that is number 15 on the carry, Blaze Nally. He gets down to the 26-yard line, pickup of 6 on the play, and that looks like a pretty good-sized kid, number 15. A little bit bigger than a couple of the other running backs that Hancock County's put back there. They're going to give him 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 here for the Hornets. And Aaron, you know, looking at these two teams, they have similar attacks. McLean County's rushed for 2,500 yards, Hancock 1,500 because of our playmaking big play abilities. But Hancock County has been just kind of workmanlike, nothing pretty, just running straight ahead, trying to get as much as they can. It's been very effective in the second and now third quarter against this Cougar defense. It's 3rd and 2 here from the 23-yard line of McLean County. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. McLean clinging to a 14-7 lead. And ball is given again. That Robbins guy,
Wow.
he keeps getting it. He keeps on producing first downs for Hancock County. And it's just like a broken record. I feel like we've said this 4 times so far.
We keep seeing the same thing.
If it's broke, don't fix it. I've heard that before.
Well, we need to fix it.
We need to fix it for
They
Hancock
do.
County.
They do not.
They do not. They do not. There you go, 1st and 10 from the McLean County 17-yard line. And Dixon keeps it, fakes it to Robbins, and he goes in, barely touched, for a Hancock County touchdown. 6:52 to play here in the third quarter. Long sustained drive, best drive of the night by the Hancock County Hornets, and they were within 1 now. Extra point coming up. And the Hancock County sideline is fired up, Aaron, as they should be. Big drive right there to begin this second half. That's exactly what they wanted. Ate up over 5 minutes of clock. And as we said, in a game where two teams are running the ball like they do, every possession is extremely important, as the extra point is blocked. And a huge play right there by number 6, Landon Capps, making yet another big play tonight, blocking the extra point to maintain McLean County's lead here at 14-13, 6:52 remaining in this third quarter. And with that, we're going to take just a short break to thank all of our sponsors. We very much appreciate your support of the McLean County Sports Network, and we will be right back. All right, folks, we are back here. 6:52 to play in the third quarter. McLean County leading Hancock County by 1, 14-13. And the kick is away. And that looked like Braden Piercy on the return there. Gets out across the McLean County 40-yard line. Nice return by the junior wing player and defensive back. And McLean County is going to take over for their first possession of the second half here. And Aaron, after that big drive by Hancock, we need to respond here in our first drive.
Yes, you were definitely correct there, Coach. Let's hope we can score to kind of make our lead a little bigger. I mean, in a game like this, every point counts. I mean, 14-13, it's great to have a lead like that, but, I mean, we need to expand it. I mean, it is 1 point, which
Yes.
counts, but, 1 point.
Absolutely, as Peyton Caraway takes the ball running left, gets about 8 on the play right to the 50-yard line. Nice pickup on the first play of the drive for McLean County. There was a fake to Andrew Munster, the fullback. Caraway got it behind him. Bounced off a couple of defenders with a nice chunk play there to begin this drive. We got a 2nd and 2 situation here. Miller sends Caraway in motion, gives the ball middle to Munster.
Ooh.
He makes a man miss. He's out across the 40, out across 35.
Oh my gosh.
He's to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Andrew Munster.
That is great to see.
What a play by the junior. Nice pickup on the touchdown. 50-yard scamper. And McLean County, after a big Hancock County drive, responds quickly. Andrew Munster with the touchdown right there. And McLean County back in the driver's seat a little bit, up 20-13. Extra point coming up. And it looks like Coach Wagner is going to go for this and extend this out to a 2-score game, which is a very good idea.
Mm-hmm. We always talk about how we say Munster's name so much, but it seems like it almost been a little bit lacking this game. At least in my quarters. I don't know about the first quarter.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100% as the ball is given right there middle. But that 2-point conversion is going to be for naught as Hancock County's defense holds strong right there. And with that, 5:59 to play here in the third quarter. McLean County now leading Hancock County 20-13. And you're right, Aaron. Andrew Munster, like we said, he's leading tackler on the team. Came into this one with 125. He has led the team in carries, 2nd in yards this year, touchdowns. I mean, we say his name an awful lot, but he was pretty quiet in the first half. Only had 20 yards. I mean, consistent. But only had 5 carries for 20 yards. Made several plays on defense, but from my vantage point, I'm not very good at spotting tacklers, so I know he's hot. But yeah, big play right there.
Yeah, he probably made the biggest play of the game for us so far.
Yeah, I mean, 50-yard home about there's actually up the middle too. It was a nice read. He made a couple of guys miss, and then outran the Hancock County defense. So Armando is set to kick Hornets here. Kick is away, and
nice kick,
nice high kick. That's fielded by number 11, Noah Mize. No, it isn't. It's dropped. He picks it up. He is being chased and missed tackle back there. McLean County is going to finally stand him up at the 18-yard line. So contained right there, puts Hancock in a difficult starting field position. Looked like Gabe Whitmer actually had him about 6-7 yards deeper than that. Regardless, this will be the worst starting field position they've had all night. So good job right there, Armando, with the nice kick, and a decent job by our coverage team to pin Hancock County deep in their own territory.
Yeah, that was great to stop them right there. I mean, that's almost as good as it gets, really.
So we'll see. The ball is dropped on the snap. It up, and he's making something happen as McLean County just doesn't wrap up. There's a drop snap, and Dixon gets out to about 4-yard play. That's frustrating for the Cougars right there. When they make a mistake like that, you need to capitalize on it. And Dixon just showed his athleticness there. Very tough freshman. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that he's also the shortstop, was a starting shortstop for Hancock County last year. And you can tell this is a good athlete who's going to be here for a long time. So he's under center, and the ball is given middle. Much of the same here. And that's Robbins again. He gets out to the 30-yard line. That's going to be good enough for a Hancock County first down. Yes, there's the white hat giving him the first down. Didn't think there was much question about that, Aaron, based on where he went out of bounds, but you hear about these things. So it'll be first down, Hancock County. They're on their own 30-yard line. And Tristan Run churning the legs. He's in a 4-point stance there, lined up behind quarterback Cole Dixon. He gets the ball running right again. And McLean County contacts him at the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1 on the play. I got to feel like that's a success for the defensive line. Something that they haven't done a whole lot is get pressure and really beat Hancock County off the ball up front. They're beating us left and right. Folks, we hope you can hear us. We're trying desperately to get our Wi-Fi situation in order. Hancock County with control here. Tackle at the 30-yard line. Hopefully everything is going well on your end. As we said, we are trying to bring this to you as best as we can, folks. We apologize for any inconvenience. As we said, some weather set in for a little bit. I don't know if that affected our Wi-Fi or not, but we just dropped it. So anyway, Hancock County driving, 2nd and 6. Ball is given middle. That is number 15, Blaze Nally, on the carry. He's going to pick up a few yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10:35 remaining in this game. Your Cougars leading Hancock County 13. Here in this battle for home field advantage in the upcoming. And Dixon on the option. He is tackled from behind by John Torrance. Ball comes out, and it is going to be McLean County ball. Nice play right there by 54. John Torrance, the senior, came from behind, stripped the ball from Cole Dixon on the play. Ball comes free. Did not see who recovered it for McLean County, but huge turnover there for the Cougars. The 4th takeaway of
3 fumbles.
3 fumbles and interception. And McLean County is in business here. 9:15 remaining in this game. And huge turnover, huge play right there by John Torrance, who actually had a sack earlier in the game. And he is in business. And we are going to have some technical issues momentarily. Folks, we are trying.
Due to the rain and the signal here, it is just really hard to bring you a good broadcast. So just bear down.
We're giving it our all, folks. I promise you that.
2nd down and 7.
It looks like we are connected right now. We are going to be a bit lagged, trying to hang on. So McLean County gain of 3 on the run there to begin this drive.
All right, we got 10 seconds. Hurry up, hurry up.
Now, this is a smart play by McLean County, just milking the clock, because as you see, it is 26-13. There's not much. There is room for a comeback with 8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in this ball game. So what they're trying to do is smart, just running the clock out, just doing what they did against Butler County.
Yeah. at this point in the game, 13-point lead, 2-score lead. As you said, the most important thing for the offense
Is to keep the football.
Stay on the field as long as possible. Don't give Hancock County any more opportunities. We saw McLean County earlier in this game have a drive over 6 minutes. We're capable of drives even longer than that, especially when we're in this type of field position. So right now we are just trying to run this thing out and come out of here with the W. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Cougars that timeout. Senior Jabin Wedding, center, up to the ball. And here comes the rest of the Cougar offense.
They did not adjust.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Make some noise, Hornet fans.
All right, 3rd and 5 situation for your Cougars here, trying to pick up the first down, maintain possession, eat as much clock as possible. 7:40 to play in this game. Ball is given middle. McLean County is not going to have enough for the first down. Gain of 1 on the play.
What I would do here is just punt the football.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it. You know, you don't want to put Hancock County in an outstanding field position because Hancock County's already shown what they can do with outstanding field position. It's when you put Hancock County in long field spots that they struggle. So, as we said, the Wi-Fi's choppy. Let's not mess with that anymore. Let's just leave it here. Yeah. Hey.
Yes, we got it.
Well, we went for it, and we got it.
You know, we were thinking up here, with typical strategy, and Landon Capps comes up with yet another big play, picks up the first down for the Cougars inside 7 minutes to go in the game, and the Cougars have a first down. Like we said, that's what it's all about. Went against traditional thinking right there. Gave the ball to our playmaker, and he made something happen.
I turned around, and they had a first down.
Yeah. And since we've been having these Wi-Fi issues, it's been a bunch of that. We'll see if our latest attempt to troubleshoot this Wi-Fi issue pays off as Landon Capps gets the ball running right. He's running hard. He is out close to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the play. Another nice play by Landon Capps and a big play by the secondary of Hancock County as a shoestring tackle right there saved a big run by Landon Capps.
Yes, watching Landon Capps is just phenomenal. Like, whenever you see him catch the ball and you see those legs turning, that's a hard man to stop right there once he gets going.
Yes, it is. All right, so 5:34 remaining, and I love Matthew Miller is actually showing some savvy right there, letting that clock run down as Connor Baldwin takes the ball out across the 50-yard line into Hornet territory. Nice pickup by the junior running back, Connor Baldwin.
Connor Baldwin hits the spin button and just keeps going.
Takes me back to Madden, man.
Yep.
Nice pickup right there by number 19. And McLean County's got another first down as they try to run this thing out. Matthew Miller doing an excellent job at quarterback, showing his experience back there. He's keeping an eye on the back judge, waiting until his arm goes up, knowing that he has 10 seconds left on the play clock. You see the back judge looking down at his watch. There goes the hand up, and Matthew knows that's time to snap the ball. He gives it out to Landon Capps running right, And Landon runs through a tackle and a couple more. Goes out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Nice 15-yard gain on the play by Caps. He does run out of bounds and stop the clock, however.
One man isn't enough to stop Landon Caps on that play. Wasn't enough.
He put his head down and ran through the corner, shuffles out of bounds. Another big gain. I believe Landon is over 100 yards on the night. Ran hard yet again. And first and 10 for the Cougars here. 4:47 remaining in the game. McLean County clinging to a 13-point advantage. Ball is given to Connor Baldwin running left. He's got some blockers out in front. He squirts through, brought down at the 22-yard line, but there's a flag on the back end of that play.
More than likely will be a holding call on us, probably.
Unfortunately, that was a nice play by Connor again, running outside there. He had
through the motion as well.
He had a host of Cougars out in front. I think Peyton Caraway and James Hurley were both out there. Somebody might have gotten caught up in some jersey. Looking at the officials. Oh, no, it's going to be a penalty on Hancock County, it looks.
Well, we'll take that any day.
Indeed. I was thinking where the flag was. It was in that vicinity to where most of the time it's going to be a hold or blocking the back, something of that nature. Looked to be a face mask penalty right there. And that's going to bring up first and goal for the Cougars.
Can't have that.
And the ball is going to be spotted at the 8-yard line. So, Brody, we battled the elements a little bit up here in the booth tonight in regards to our Wi-Fi and our technical support. Hopefully we got all that cleared up now. It looks like we're streaming pretty good. We apologize for all of that. Missed some excitement, I got to say. But McLean County doing an excellent job here on this drive, extending this as long as humanly possible. As Matthew Miller again, eyes on his back judge. And really showing some experience there from the junior quarterback. His ball is given to Munster middle. He hits the hole hard, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. Andrew Munster. And McLean County extends its lead now out to 32-13 here. 4:15 to play in this ball game.
That's
extra point coming up. And excellent drive right there, Brody. That's what we needed.
Coach, that's got to sting.
It's got to sting. Gosh, you are full of them tonight. You're killing me, Smalls. I love it. I love it.
Just seemed appropriate for the school we're at right now.
That was very appropriate. I'm proud of you, Brody. It was so appropriate. It took me a second to figure it out. It was Landon Caps on the 2-point conversion, trying to fall in. Does he fall across? He does. And McLean County here with 4:16 to play in this ball game leads the Hancock County Hornets 34-13 in this battle for home field advantage in the playoffs upcoming in a couple of weeks. It looks like, Brody, that if we come out here and play defense and play smart, we've put ourselves in a great position over these next 4 minutes. You never want to say, anything premature, because in the game of football, and especially high school football, you see crazy things every week.
Oh, yeah.
But McLean County's done an excellent job here in the second half, particularly after that first Hancock County drive, which brought this game to a one-point game. After that, McLean County has really taken over and imposed their will on this Hancock County team. I got to say, Hancock County, they are a young squad. They have a lot of impressive athletes for their age. They're going to be around for a while. They play very hard. But McLean County has done an excellent job of taking advantage of their situation. It's Armando Rodriguez on the field, ready to kick this back to the Hornets. And a nice boot there by Armando, fielded inside the 20-yard line. That's Mize. And he almost breaks it. It's tackled right there by number 68, Preston Morris, on the play. He gets out to about the 42-yard line on the Hancock County side of the field. 4:08 to play here. to recap a little bit, in the second half, Hancock County came out trailing 14-7, scored right off the bat. But Landon Caps came up with a big play to stop the the block the extra point, keep McLean County in the lead. McLean County has then put the pedal to the metal. From that point forward, as Dixon holds onto the ball and makes a nice cut up the middle, pickup of 7 on the play, 4 minutes to go. Nice run there by the freshman quarterback from Hancock County. But following the Hancock County touchdown, McLean got a big score by Andrew Munster 3 plays later, 50-yard run for a touchdown. McLean County then took advantage of a Hancock County fumble, and that was about when our technical difficulties started. And that fumble was followed by a big strike by Peyton Caraway, 45-yard bomb to Connor Baldwin to set up an Andrew Munster touchdown. And then an Andrew Munster scored just a few moments ago after a long suspended drive. Nice ball right there by freshman Cole Dixon. Hooks up with number 24, Xander Early.
Flag on the play, Coach.
And there's a flag in the backfield.
Someone dropped their yellow hanky.
Let's leave that on the field and not pick it up. We had a beanbag down and a flag. And we'll see what the call is here. Regardless, I got to give freshman quarterback Dixon credit on that one. It was a well-thrown ball. Nice touch put on it. Dropped it right in there to Xander Early, but it's going to be, defensive holding, so it is going to be against McLean County. So that pass is going to hold up as Hancock County is going to decline the penalty, and they're going to take the yardage and the first down from the pass. Notice, Brody, that our Wi-Fi issues have stopped since the rain stopped falling. So
yes, and we're back to a nice stream and some good football.
Whispering a little bit there. That's okay.
Yeah, my bad.
You're good. You're good, buddy. 3:22 remaining in this contest. McLean County up 34-13. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hancock County from the McLean County 41-yard line. Clock has resumed. And Dixon hands the ball off to Robbins, running off tackle. Picks up about 4 on the play. Looks like the ball came free late in that, but they're going to rule him down before the ball came out.
That clock keeps running, Coach.
Clock is our friend, Brody.
Clock is our friend.
Ball to gain, or line to gain here is the 31-yard line. Dixon rolling right and overthrows number 24, Xander Early, with the pass. He had a step there, but unable to connect on the odd angle. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Hancock County. 2:35 remaining in the contest. So if this holds up, 2:35 remaining here, Brody, McLean County will have Webster County next week at home. That'll be senior night. It'll be the final game of the regular season. And Robbins picks up the first down, running up the middle, tripped up. But anyway.
Senior night for Sports Network and football.
Yes, senior night for Sports Network. And the football team, as well as cheerleaders and band. So big night next week at Paulson Stadium. And if this holds up, McLean County will then return the following week for the first round of playoffs. And in a matchup with this exact same team, Hancock County will be coming to Calhoun. As Dixon looking right, slings it. Ball is tipped. Landon Caps got a hand on it, tipped it up in the air. Caps already has 1 interception on the night. It was a nice play to knock it down. Looked like 36 Colin Johnson had a decent step on it and a decent thrown ball there by Dixon. But that pass will fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Hornets on the McLean County 30-yard line. And ball is given middle to Robbins. He goes untouched down to the 12-yard line. Make that at the 11-yard line. Huge hole right there. Robbins has ran hard all night, and nobody was able to get a hand on him there. Hancock quick up to the ball. Just over 2 minutes to play in this contest. Dixon takes the snap, gives it to Robbins, and he is met by a couple of Cougars right there. Peyton Caraway and looks like Gabe Whitmer on the tackle.
And if they're going to score, they need to go right now.
And they are up pretty quick. Ready to put this thing into motion. Minute 40 remaining here in the contest. Ball is fumbled, actually. And it looks like Hancock County was able to get on that ball.
And that clock is still rolling.
Another fumble on exchange. And taking care of the football, I think, has been a pet peeve of Hancock County's all season. Tonight, they have fumbled the ball and lost 3 fumbles. I believe they fumbled 2 other times and recovered it. They also have an interception in this game. So 4 turnovers for Hancock County. McLean County's turned into points. And here, just over a minute to go, Hancock County not rushing up to the line. 3rd and 5 from their own 6-yard line. They don't have to get to the end zone to pick up a first down. Dixon throws over middle. Baldwin gets in the way there. Tries to flip up. Nothing doing on that. 4th and 5 for Hancock County. 52 seconds remaining in the contest. Dixon trying to hit his tight end over the middle. Safety Connor Baldwin stepped in front. Decent position to pick it off, but at least he broke it up, Brody.
Yeah, and the incomplete pass stops the clock as well. So it gives them more time to score and try to make a different defensive stop.
Yeah, they have a little bit to think about it. 52 seconds, clock isn't running. 4th and 5 here. As I mentioned just a moment ago, Hancock County does not have to get into the end zone to pick up a first down. They can get to the 1 to pick up the first. Of course, they're trying to get past the pylon. And Dixon is going to try to throw across middle. And it is going to fall incomplete. Looked like some contact just before the ball reached the intended receiver, number 2, Peyton Lane. Connor Baldwin came up and hit him right as the ball was arriving. No flags on the play. Good pass breakup. And it's going to be first down McLean County. And Brody, now it's time to salt this thing away.
It is, and well, let's start summing up. Great football played by the Cougars tonight, good both on defense and offense.
Yeah, I think McLean County came out, was definitely the aggressor early on. It took advantage of their situations in the first quarter and jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Hancock County, they showed some real fight in the second, had a long, sustained drive that led to a touchdown by Tristan Robbins. Tristan Robbins really impressed me all night, particularly in the second and third quarters. And then in the third quarter, Hancock came out of halftime, had a long drive again. Tristan Robbins pays it off with, or Colt Dixon, I'm sorry, pays it off with a touchdown. And it's 14-13. And after that, it was all McLean County. And, you know, you got to give credit to this team. We started out very slow this season, dropping a few games early. But of late, McLean County has looked like a different ball team, and they are trending in the right direction as we near closer to the end of the football season. I think tonight was a team effort. You can't really you can identify several players that had impacts, but it wasn't just one guy that took over and did everything. Landon Capps had a great game. Andrew Munster had a great game. Peyton Caraway did some good things. Connor Baldwin did some good things.
John Terrence had plays.
Yes, he had a couple of outstanding plays. I know James Hurley said his name a few times tonight, getting into the backfield, disrupting what Hancock was trying to do.
Connor Baldwin on both sides of the ball.
Yes. So we had a lot of guys come up big tonight, and this is a huge win for McLean County. Because of this win, now McLean County will have senior night next week. Webster County comes to town, and then the following week we will host a playoff game for the second straight year as Hancock County will come down to Calhoun for that one. We'll see these Hornets in just a couple of weeks. So big game coming up there. Again, we want to apologize to all of you for our issues there towards the end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter. Missed some vital action for that. But anyway, great win for our Cougars, Brody. Before we let you go, we want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to do what we do. Without your support, this would not be possible. So thank you to all of our sponsors, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, so back on here just to shut this thing down. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Your Cougars defeat the Hancock County Hornets 34-13 here in Hawesville. Huge win for McLean County, securing the number 2 seed in the upcoming playoffs and a home field playoff game for the second year in a row. Team effort with several different guys contributing, and just a great game here as we march toward the end of the season. Next week, we will be hosting Webster County at Paulson Stadium. That will be senior night for the football team, for the cheerleaders, for the band, and for the McLean County Sports Network. Brody Barron and Trey Englehart will be here with us. Brody will be sticking around for basketball season this year, but it will be senior night for Trey as after football is over, he gets into playing basketball. So we'll have them on to thank them for everything they do. But anyway, that's next week at Paulson Stadium. The following week, just go ahead and mark it on your calendar. McLean County will be back at home for the first round of the playoffs, securing that 2 seed. They'll play host to Hancock County in the first round. And as the playoffs system has been changed here in the state of Kentucky, you stay in your district for the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, and then everything after that is based on RPI. So anyway, Brody, you got anything you want to add?
Have a good night.
Have a good night, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. Again, sorry for the technical support or the technical issues there, and we will see you next week. We are the McLean County Sports Network.